Hey guys, welcome to Art Pop, where pop culture is art. Today's episode, we are going to talk about some of the tools I use and contrast. We will start. Alright guys, so today we are going to talk about some of the tools that I use whenever I'm doing a design or drawing something for a client. Got a large selection, everyone uses these guys. These Micron pens are really fun. I've got all the sizes and a brush one. They're okay. I think they bleed a little too much, but I'm a big fan of the Faber-Castell. I use these quite a bit whenever I'm making some projects. But my go-to is a ordinary Bic pen that I stole from some random desk and a Sharpie. Those go everywhere I go. Just a quick meeting or a brainstorm session or anything like that. As long as I have this and a surface, I can start, coming up with some concept and some designs. So a lot of people are like, yo, why not use pencil? And I personally don't like pencils. I don't like the roughness that I feel when I'm on the paper. And sometimes you can't see it on camera. And then another big thing is, like, if someone is working with a pencil, they're really relying on this and the eraser here. And they spend so much time erasing and making sure this little line is perfect that they don't really work on the entire project. So pencils, we're not using those. But we're not using them because we're not using this. No, I'm not down with that. So now, when I do use pencils, I love a good blue line pencil. I really hope you guys can see that. Okay, I'm just gonna draw a box because when I scan them with the high-res scanner, you don't get the blue lines. I can go over this directly with another pencil or ink directly, and from there take it to the computer or whatever. That's really the only time that I use pencils, and I specifically use these guys. And it's not that often. It's really when I'm doing like comic book stuff or really, really specific illustrations that every fine line. I also will grab just a Bic pencil to just draw on top of the blue again. And you see this side's gone, right? So like I purposely got rid of it so we're not erasing. So the pen, this is it right here. So it's just smoother going around the pencil. Smoother going around the paper, which I love, drawing that same box. And you see, you can see all the lines of me constructing this box, right? And it's because I'm not worried about this sketch. This is such early, I'm in this concept early in this design, and it doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just, so it could be, as messy as I need it to be, especially if I'm just sketching something. Really just gesture drawing, and I love gesture drawing with pencils. And some of these imperfections I can build on, or that'll be where, a shadow effect or something will be. So I really, really love the pen. It's super smooth on paper. I can get really light and then really dark, with the same, and just, I really, really love it. And this is, like I said, just an ordinary pen. As we go further in the channel, I'm going to discuss certain design elements, and contrast is really a big one. It's the easiest one to learn, and it is also one of the most effective, and it's very, very, very easy to use it in the design and in the drawing process. So I'm just gonna do a little quick sketch. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do yet, but let's say that Dracula hired me to create him a logo, and he wanted a brand new identity, but he still wanted to be Dracula. So let's just say I'm gonna do his castle. Okay, so then Dracula, here's your new logo, and that's why I really like it, because you see, that's just contrast. There's obviously a moon, and then it's like the castle's on a cliffside, and we just see the shadow, and that's why I really, really, really like just bare essentials right there. You can't go wrong with it. I want to draw something very scary, and it's called Freddy, and not the Freddy that you and I grew up with. This is apparently the new Freddy. This guy's even scarier, I think. So, okay, so we're gonna draw this dude here, and as you see, I am just like everything else. It's all gesture-like, and even though it's a fictional character, it's still okay. And we got an eyeball, another eyeball, and he's got the crazy eyes. I don't know why any little kid would like this stuff, man. I never played with the things that scared me as a kid. I played with Transformers. They protected me from monsters like Freddy, right? So I don't know, but all right. So then he's got this little hat. So people, doesn't do a whole lot, this hat, but maybe. In fact, I think this is like the Jack the Ripper hat. So, but let's see. I'm gonna draw like the light breaking. I want to put the light, and there's my overall drawing. Okay, so you know what? Let's build some contrast with the pen before I grab to the Sharpie. Okay, so let me draw his teeth here. Now, what I'm not doing, even though I'm drawing his teeth, what I'm not doing, I am not drawing teeth. I'm just, with darker lines, I am drawing the dark area, the shadow inside the mouth, and your eye will form the teeth for you. Okay, so you can see, I haven't drawn a single tooth. Hopefully you can see this. My hand is in the way. I'm gonna move it in a second. So, you see, so I didn't actually draw an eye. I just drew the shadow on the teeth, and it just created it for you. Your eye will connect all those lines. And then one of the things is now that I like with the pen is, if I am just doing a sketch for somebody, a drawing, or still coming up with some concepts for something, if we need the focal point, or if I decided, or the client decides that the focal point should be at a certain place, I can just immediately start. So the client wants the focal point, I can immediately just start going in there and make it the focal point. So let's do that, so you know what I'm talking about. So this is the bear's nose. So as you can see, with the Sharpie, I darken the nose, and you can just do that on the spot. That's why I really love the Sharpie, because now I've created the focal point. All our attention is going to go there, and it's really just simple. It's a black dot on a white surface. It's just like the simplest thing you can do, and that's actually why I think contrast is one of the most effective design principles, and it's really easy to use. Anyone can do it. So I'll stay with the Sharpie. So here's this terrifying little Freddy, and did a few things here, and this is why, again, I'm gonna put these on the paper because I love them. Before, when it was just that nose and the paper, like that was our focal point. That's where we went to, because of the heavy contrast. So, but now this entire figure is the focal point. And then I decided to take a step further and start putting shadow there. So we know that the light source is coming from here. So then these are where all the shadows are going to be. And it's just a great way to just quickly and easily just put some shadow. This is not a perfect drawing. I'm not looking for that. Really just looking for just drawing it and showing you the power of these very simple tools. From here I can do another sketch or take it to the computer, whatever. But it's just the power of these two simple, ordinary things that I really, really love. And again, I can just go to any meeting or presentation and start working on something. So a couple other things is I did some line work here and some line thickness and weight, which is actually going to be the next episode. The actual tutorial will be just on line weight and how to use it. I'm going to continue to doing pen and paper. I'll do pencil if people want to. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. I wanted to really make a short episode on some of the tools that I use. So I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Share with your friends, like and subscribe, and of course, leave in the comments below what do you want me to tackle next. What questions do you have about design, drawing, sketching, whatever. Or, if you want to learn how to use blue pencils, whatever it is. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.